Good morning, venture capital. This is Metagame, and today's episode is about the seismic transformation reshaping insurance investment. We're diving into why Insurtech deals are defying gravity and skyrocketing when everyone least expected it. Everyone's been watching the wrong screen. While the entire venture ecosystem spent Q4 obsessing over AI mega rounds and debating which foundation model would achieve AGI first, insurance quietly executed the most aggressive capital deployment of the quarter. And I mean aggressive. 73% deal acceleration, $103.5 billion deployed. That's not a rounding error. That's a category killer hiding in plain sight. But here's what makes this genuinely uncomfortable for most VCs. They weren't positioned for it. They weren't even watching it. And now they're scrambling to explain to their LPs why their portfolios are concentrated in sectors that are actively contracting while insurance is absorbing capital like a black hole. Let me paint the picture with actual numbers, because numbers don't lie, and they definitely don't care about your thesis. Insurance went from 45 deals in Q3 to 78 deals in Q4. That's the largest percentage jump of any major sector. But deal count alone doesn't tell the story. Capital deployed climbed 20% to $103.5 billion. Do the math. That's an average of $1.33 billion per deal. These aren't seed rounds into scrappy Insurtech startups. These are scaled deployment rounds into proven business models. Late-stage growth, strategic consolidation, real money chasing real returns. Now compare that to what everyone was actually watching. Other technology, the category that captures non-AI software, hardware, and tech infrastructure, recorded 203 deals, down 4.7%. Capital, down 22% to $18 billion. Average deal size shrank to $89 million. That's an 88% per deal capital differential between insurance and traditional tech. Let that sink in. Insurance deals are averaging 15 times the capital of tech deals, and there are more of them, quarter over quarter. The $5 billion that left other technology didn't evaporate. It rotated, and it rotated into sectors that most VCs don't cover, don't understand, and frankly, don't respect enough to build expertise in. Commercial sector? 87 deals, up just 9%. But capital surged 59%. Average deal sizes jumped from 54 million to 85 million. That's not spray and pray. That's concentration into proven winners. B2B services, logistics, supply chain, enterprise operations. Companies that survived pandemic disruption are now capturing growth capital to outcompete weakened rivals. Pharmaceuticals? 24 deals with 77% capital growth. When deal count stays flat but capital nearly doubles, you're looking at mega rounds into late-stage clinical trials, FDA pathways, and commercial manufacturing scale-up. These are Series C+ rounds, crossover financing, pre-IPO war chests. So the Q4 winners were insurance up 73% in deals, commercial up 59% in capital, pharmaceuticals up 77% in capital. Notice what's missing from that list. The word technology. Now, before the AI maximalists start drafting angry emails, let me explain why insurance's surge and the $202 billion global AI funding wave aren't separate stories. They're the same story. Insurance has become one of AI's most aggressive enterprise adopters. And I'm not talking about chatbots answering customer service calls. I'm talking about predictive underwriting models that price risk with alternative data, telematics, IoT sensors, social signals, automated claims, processing that cuts loss adjustment expenses by 40 to 60%. This is AI deployment generating immediate measurable ROI. KPMG's enterprise data showed 26% of enterprises have already deployed AI agents with average budgets of $124 million. Insurance companies are overrepresented in that cohort. Why? Because insurance operates on razor-thin underwriting margins. AI efficiency gains translate directly to competitive advantage. There's no theoretical future use case. There's margin expansion today. Building a new product? Temez Labs takes you from napkin sketch to the App Store. Trusted by Fortune 500s for quality, security, and speed. Book your free strategy session at temez.ai. The $103.5 billion deployed into insurance in Q4 includes substantial allocations to AI infrastructure build-out, data platform consolidation, and acquisition of AI-native startups by traditional carriers. These aren't legacy insurance plays. These are AI deployment vehicles wrapped in insurance distribution and regulatory moats. VCs chasing AI infrastructure missed insurance, deploying it at scale. Deployment trumps enablement. That's the lesson of Q4. Here's the uncomfortable question for every fund manager. What sectors are you systematically underweighting because they're not tech enough? The assumption that technology sectors automatically generate superior returns just got challenged by the data. When insurance outpaces tech on deal velocity by 77 percentage points and demonstrates capital absorption of over 100 billion, the sector rotation isn't coming. It's complete. And your LPs noticed. They're looking at Q4 performance. They're seeing insurance, commercial, and pharmaceutical momentum. And they're wondering why their managers' portfolios remain concentrated in compressed categories. The institutional capital following insurance deals suggests sophisticated allocators repositioned months ago. The question is whether you're early, on time, or embarrassingly late. Let's talk about what this actually costs. Insurance's deal surge likely includes multiple unicorn creation events, growth equity home runs, and strategic acquisition premiums. VCs entirely absent from the sector capture zero upside from Q4's highest momentum category. Meanwhile, capital deployed into other technology faces increasing multiple compression. The 22% capital decline isn't a pause. It's a valuation reset in progress. Portfolio construction that ignores 73% deal growth sectors creates structural carry disadvantage. That's not opinion. That's arithmetic. The challenge, of course, is that most VC partners lack insurance domain expertise. They haven't built sector-specific deal flow. They can't quickly evaluate underwriting quality or regulatory moats. But momentum doesn't wait for learning curves. And the strategic question isn't whether to learn insurance, it's how fast you can learn it before the window closes. If your AI thesis focuses exclusively on foundation models, infrastructure, and developer tools, you're capturing maybe 20% of where AI capital is actually flowing. The other 80%? Enterprise deployment, insurance, healthcare, commercial operations, applications generating revenue today, not theoretical future use cases. The market is telling you something very clearly. $103.5 billion flowed into insurance, averaging $1.33 billion per deal. Other technologies' deal sizes shrank to $89 million. The capital knows something. The question is whether you're listening.
Oh, hey, friend. Do you like what you're hearing? Now you can have a ridiculously amazing podcast, too. Check out holler.studio to get yourself one today.
I started by telling you everyone's been watching the wrong screen. Here's the close. The wrong screen wasn't just about missing insurance. It was about the assumption that where headlines go, returns follow. They don't. The biggest momentum swing of Q4 happened in a sector most VCs consider boring, regulated, slow, unsexy, and that sector just absorbed more capital in a single quarter than most funds will deploy in a decade. Insurance crushed it, 73% deal velocity, $103.5 billion deployed, while tech deals contracted. The only question that matters now, are you positioned or are you still posturing? That's our venture capital podcast for today. If you learned something new, tap 5 stars and follow our show. Thank you for listening to Metagame.
Grep News. Thomas.